This 13th floor video session is powered by The Rock Shop. Okay, anytime. Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda, and today it's the return of My Baby. And to start things off, we're talking with Daniel. There are three of you in the band. We have three songs to talk about, so we'll get each one of you in to discuss each one. How's that sound?
That's perfect. Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for coming down. Like I said, it's the second time you've been here. The last time was 2 years ago, and you've been in New Zealand since then. In fact, you've been here 4 times altogether, right?
That's correct,
So,
yeah.
and that's because you're, although the band is based in Amsterdam, you're a partial Kiwi, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
So part of the reason you started to come during this time of year.
We had this what started as a quiet ambition to come and tour here in New Zealand and try and build a following, and it's been going really well, like getting people to the shows, and sort of quite interesting to build a following from grassroots up whilst not really being based here.
Right.
It's been quite an interesting experience, and yeah, it's growing every year, so it's
That's
good
pretty
to be
cool.
back here.
So you see some of the same people, and then they bring some more. And
Exactly, it's a lot of word of mouth, and we're still quite a small independent band, so
right.
it's sort of the way to do it these days, and you've got social media on your side to help promote the tours and connect with people, even though you're on the other side of the world. So that's something that's becoming more frequent around the world. Smaller bands being able to tour countries, and,
Yeah, that's pretty
even
cool.
though not being based here.
So are there other countries that you tour regularly besides here? And
Well, I think most of Europe.
Yeah.
We seem to. Well, obviously we're based in Europe, so it's a bit different. But we've just recently visited South Africa. Did a 9-date tour there. So, but that was our first outing, and
how was that?
Very interesting. It's quite a interesting country to tour because.
Are there any unique things that you have to be prepared for when you tour over there?
Well, it's quite rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta have your wits about you. And when you're touring with gear, and it's always you've got your alarm bells ringing if you're on the wrong side of town. You know, a lot of people talk about Joburg being one of the most dangerous towns in the world. But as long as you have your wits about you and go to the right places, and it's fine, and it's a beautiful country, and it's a very interesting, unique group of people, mixed cultures, and it's interesting to experience that and play for these people, although you try to play for a mixed audience, but of course in general a lot of the venues you go to in South Africa are a white audience. But it was a very interesting tour with ups and downs, and lots of highlights, and a beautiful country just to drive through.
And you came back with all the equipment that you left with?
Yes. Managed to.
That's a plus, right?
We lost one phone on the way, but that can happen anywhere.
Yeah,
in the world,
exactly.
really.
That's not too bad. So in the interim, since the last time you were here, you've released you've released one album, and you're recorded another one, which is about to be released possibly in the next month or so, right?
Yeah, it's due to be released 17th of March. It's called Prehistoric Rhythm.
Right.
So unfortunately on this tour of New Zealand, it's not out yet.
Yeah.
But
You're playing some of the songs from it?
We've been calling this the pre-release tour.
That's a good name.
So
for it.
we're premiering a lot of the songs on the shows, and it's quite interesting because people that have been following us in New Zealand they've been waiting for new material. So this is a good way to showcase it.
Yeah.
And hopefully keep them interested up for next year when the album actually comes out.
Yeah. Where do you do your recording? Do you do it back in Amsterdam?
Yeah, we have our producer who produced the first 2 albums, working on this album again. But we decided to record in a different studio this time, recording on old analog Ampex desk or recorder, 4-track recorder.
4-track. Huh?
So it's from the early 50s. So
right, it's going way back.
It was an idea to try and get the sound to sound ancient and old.
Yeah.
But at the same time warm. I mean, analog is still sounding the best.
Yes.
Comparing to digital media. So it's interesting mix of, because we're playing quite electronic inspired music in terms of the danceable beats.
Right.
But we're doing it on analog equipment and analog media. So that was our aim, was to try and get that to blend so that it becomes something unique, and I think it's worked out quite well.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get to, you have a new single that's coming out. which
Yes,
is kind of
prior to
all
the-
ready to go, so it should be out very soon.
I think, I think it's due out on the 23rd January, if everything's correct.
All right.
So
It's called what, Love Dance?
Love Dance.
And this is the one we're going to... Where did this song come from?
This song came from, well, we've been exploring quite a lot of tribal music, trance-inducing tribal music, which is sort of the roots of electronic dance music anyway.
Right.
And this song is, in particular is a good example of that, of a ritual where people will dance, you know, and enticing each other into interaction, and most of the lyrics are yeah, just little bits of information just to entice people into yeah, sort of hypnotic love dance, really. That's
Sounds
what it is.
good.
It's quite simple, factual, really, in a way. Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's give it a listen.
And there we go. We're going to start.
Thanks. Okay, we're back here with My Baby, and this time we have Keto with us. How are you doing?
Good.
This is kind of a rotating musical
Yeah.
chair kind of thing going on here. It's good to have you here. Now you're going to talk about the next song, another new song that's off the record.
Yeah.
So, it just in general terms with the new record, it's called Prehistoric Rhythm, right?
Yes.
Is there kind of an overall sound? Is there a difference to what you've done before in this one, do you think?
Yeah, I think it sounds different than the previous records. So we obviously been playing a lot live ever since. So we developed a little bit of a different sound than the first two records live, at least. So we try to, when we were starting to make Prehistoric Rhythm, we tried to catch a little bit of that live sound on record. So that's also the reason why we recorded on the tape and just recorded as a three-piece playing together in the live room.
Right.
So we tried to get that live energy going. So it's probably a bit more pumping record, and yeah, that's also why the name Prehistoric Rhythm is there, because what we tend to do live is like stretch out songs and play like, so this repetitive rhythm that's been going on, that it gets you in this sort of trance-like state of mind. So well, that's what we aim to do with the audience.
Is that what happens live?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's something we discovered that it happened. You know, so that's a thing. Well, we love that, for that to happen with the audience and also with ourselves, that you get in this sort of rhythm. Well, it's a bit same with dance music or electronic music that DJs do. They don't like play a 3-minute song and stop, and
right.
You want to build it and build the energy until you get sort of this floating, like it drops a bit and then it builds up again, and that's what we do. That's maybe a bit like the electronic part of a set, but it's not electronic, but it's just been used a lot. But it's actually been used it's like an ancient thing to do, like drumming in the drum circles, when that's also when the beat went on and like dancing around the fire. So it's like an ancient ritual, also in shamanic rituals, to use drums and the rhythm to get this trance thing going on. So that's a bit where the name.
You can build a fire in the control room.
Yeah, we should have done that.
There are bands that have done that.
Oh yeah.
Not because of any shamanistic thing, but just because they were wasted. And
they would just want to
fire.
set the whole thing on fire. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's
so,
probably the overall kind of feel of the record.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the song that we're going to hear is called Moon Shower.
Yes.
What can you tell me specifically about that one?
It's a song about following a girl up to a mountaintop where, like, there's coming from the valley below. It's maybe a bit like metaphorical, could be for few things, but it's like following her up to the mountaintop, and then there is this sort of gathering going on. It's probably inspired by a few, like, this kind of festivals on mountaintops we've experienced with gatherings, with fires and all of that. So it's that's what the song is about. And then there is enlightening, and it's all followed by the moon.
By the moon.
Yeah.
Very good. All righty. We'll give it a listen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Here we go.
Okay, we're back with the third member of My Baby. It's Joost.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Great.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
You're going to be pounding the skins, hitting the drums. Last time you were here, you were playing a drum case. Or
The
guitar case. Yeah, that
yeah.
was pretty cool. And it
then
sounded
you
amazingly good.
I hope I can top it with the real drums.
I'm sure you should be able to handle it. So for you, being from overseas, what is it like for you touring in New Zealand? Is it drastically different than touring Europe, or is it pretty much one place after another all the same?
No, to begin with, the country is like totally different. There's like if you drive, you don't need any navigation. You just in here. I mean, you just drive from. There's one road.
There's one road, yeah.
Yeah, it's very chilled out for us. You don't have to follow the navigation all the time. And if you look out the window, it's like just one beautiful postcard after the other. And sometimes in Europe it's great too, but it's also more of this is more of a leisure holiday. Like that's why I'm not wearing my official drummer's outfit.
Right.
At the moment, that's the reason why. And we have the gigs are a little smaller, but although we're getting bigger this year.
Right.
But yeah.
Cool. All right. And for recording the new album, from the drummer's perspective, was there any kind of new things that you had to deal with as far as in the studio, going directly to tape, that kind of thing?
Yeah, on tape you just gotta deliver straight, like in one take. And also, it's called Prehistoric Rhythm, so it's all about me.
Right.
It's mine.
Well, it should be all about you, right?
Yeah, kind of, no. Well, it's the rhythm. No, the rhythm is like a shared responsibility for. That's what I love about us playing. It's not like we're very virtuoso musicians, but we share this whole rhythm when we play. There's never like an argument about the rhythm.
Right.
So
and does it take time to lock into the rhythm, or do you guys pretty much
that's
right away?
If all the equipment is right and we can hear each other, it's always locked straight away. But in the studio, of course, you have always different circumstances. Great studio.
Excellent.
Electric Monkey Studio in Amsterdam.
Electric Monkey. Nice.
It's
nice
like old equipment and vintage gear from the 50s and beautiful live room.
Cool. So you guys are going to be touring through the country for about a month or so, a month and a half, is it? Yeah. So hopefully by the time we get this posted, there'll still be time for somebody to get on down and see you guys. We have one more song that we're going to hear, which is from the previous album, and the song is called Uprising. So what can you tell me about that one? Yeah,
it was basically our festival hit of last year.
Your festival hit? It's the one that went down the best?
Well, we got an old blues riff and made something like crossover to more indie, even some Asian kind. Some people think it's a bit Asian. Kind of song of it with a very uplifting message, social aware verses with like an uplifting solution to the problem. And it's uprising.
We've got plenty of problems, so we need some uplifting solutions, that's for sure.
the real, like what it is, like,
right.
We don't know, but
hey,
keep on rising.
Gotcha. All right, well, thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Like I said, folks should definitely come out and see you guys as you travel around the country. And I'll go down to King's Arms and see you tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Thanks.